Okay. This is Yokai Yashiki and I'm Natto Maki. So today we're actually not doing Japan. I guess it's not technically a yokai, but we're going to Scotland. And I can't do a Scottish accent, so I'm not gonna try. So this is Scottish seal lady. The name for them is Selkies. It's particularly in like Shetland and Orkney, so those islands at the top of Scotland. And so these like ladies, seal ladies, they're like seals in the water. They'll go swim, swim, swim. When they get to the land, they go on the beach, they take off the skin, they're like, ooh, and they're like, a lady under the... I don't think any of the stories say that they're beautiful ladies. I guess they're just ladies. But yeah, so they get on the land and they take off the skin, and then if someone takes their skin, their seal skin, and like hides it, then they have to be their wives. They have to like live with these people who've taken their skin, they get married, they have kids. Sometimes the kids have like seal-like traits, like they got webbed fingers, or they got a big old seal head. So there's one particular story in like that I read, and this Selkie, the seal lady, she's like, her husband's like, oh, I know you miss your own country and the sea and everything, and like, I'm sorry I've kept you like captured for all these years. And she's like, you know, after all these years, I've got used to it, I guess. Like, I don't miss my own country. I don't miss my seal husband and seal children. I've got you. We're in this together now. And he's like, okay, I'm so glad that you said that. I got something to show you. And like, he shows her where the seal skin is. It's under the floorboards or something. And she's like, grabs the seal skin and runs and goes back into the sea. And then he's all alone with his like deformed seal man baby. But yeah, like, and they always have stories that they'd have their own seal family. They got their husbands from wherever they're from. They got their children, and they're always yearning for it. And what's interesting is that people believe that these Selkies were actually Inuit people from like Greenlandish area who travelled all the way to Scotland, which is really far away, which is why it's kind of not believable. But they have evidence of these Greenland-ish people, Inuit people, coming to Scotland. They have one of their canoes, and that's the thing. These canoes that I guess they take off when they get to the beach, and they have to dry it out because they get waterlogged. These are those seal lady skins. So I can kind of see when you have no education or whatever, it's like, oh well, it must be a seal person. It must be a seal person. Takes off the skin, kind of looks like a seal, and then like, you know, you hide the skin, they can't escape, and they're always like, oh well, what about my family wherever I'm from? Oh and yeah, and like just the... But yeah, there's also like, not just Scotland, there's been cases of these seal ladies in the Faroe Islands and in Iceland, so maybe this Inuit thing is correct. Now, if that is correct, I think that's incredible that they like, you know, managed to like canoe their way all the way to Scotland. But you know what's actually funny about this whole thing is like, you know, in all these yokai, they normally do something mischievous, or like they're somewhat bad, or like, you know, they have their own world where, you know, human morality doesn't exist. But with these Selkies, they do nothing except for be seal ladies. They don't do anything bad. They get bad done to them. They're the ones who get captured for like pretty much no reason other than they look like women. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Like, I'm a seal lady. Give me some fish.